Gunline, gunline, gunline. Fire mission coming down. I'm your host, Lopez, and you're listening to the On the Gunline podcast, where we shoot the shit like we did in the field out in the past. On today's episode, our guest hails from the realm of social media, keeps himself very anonymous, so we're going to respect that. And he runs a fucking page for all us true redlegs. So if you are a fucking field artilleryman and you are not subscribed to Smoke Survival Guide, you're wrong as two boys fucking. You better get right. Make sure you go to the Facebook and like that shit. He goes by many name. Well, excuse me. He goes by a name that for many generations, many field artillerymen have attempted to seek the fucking the origins of this damn name, and all of us have failed. So, Smoke, welcome to the fucking gun line. How you doing out there?
Man, I am having a great time out here. If you would excuse me, I'm kind of a little bit high from the Dayquil.
Yeah.
I haven't been feeling too good, so here we are.
And I apologize for that introduction because I'm not good with scripting. So I have this shit I was trying to read off of, but my mind fucking just shifts. You know what I mean? It's like I'm fucking going down a one-way street and the motherfucker just cut left on me. So yeah, man, I appreciate you being here. From Smoke Survival Guide, we have Smokeman. So go on and pop a spot because it's about to get hot. Let's go ahead and shoot the shit here. Smokeman, brother. How you doing? Aside from being fucking sick and high on Dayquil, how was your day today?
That was a good one. I came back from Fort Riley at about 5 this morning. I had to take a bunch of soldiers up there on a bus. Wasn't fun. Was not fun. So, brother, like that it was awful. It was awful.
Is it ever fun with soldiers having a Hall of anything?
Never fun. Never fun.
They can't get right. They can't fucking get right.
Oh, goodness gracious, no.
And so Smoke, tell us a little about yourself, what you can, if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure. I'm an air assault cat. Been around the world twice.
Nice.
Talked to everyone once. Man, I've been mechanized, I've been light, I've been airborne, I've done it all.
No shit.
All I want to do is, teach the next generation of artillerymen how to do their shit. You know what I mean?
Too fucking easy. Fucking A.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking A. That's also, you've been around pretty much. So is it fair to say that you've been on every fucking piece already then that we've had?
Yeah. My first piece was the 198.
Oh, nice. Fucking dinosaur.
Oh, yeah. Went from 198 to the Paladin to the 119er Alpha 2, then the 777. I mean, dude, I've been around the block, bro.
Right on. Dude, so the 198, I heard that was a beast. That's one piece I never got to fuck with. And I'm happy I didn't because I'm a lazy fuck as it is. So that one would have broke my ass in a heartbeat. But you went to the good old Cadillac, huh? The old Paladin.
Oh my God. Yeah. I would say the first time that I actually fired the Paladin was as a chief.
Oh, okay.
Like I was kicking doors as a private. You know what I mean? So like we never really got after it.
Right.
Like on the artillery side. So whenever I came back to the line, I shifted over to the 119er Alpha 2 and then learned everything, and then deployed to Afghanistan shooting artillery and then came back to Fort Hood and like senior chief, like right off the rip. You know what I mean? Like they're just like, oh, bro, you were this, that, and the other thing. Yeah.
That was a big wake-up call for myself because my first 5 years I spent it on mechanized. So I thought the Paladin was the gold fucking standard. I thought I knew artillery left and right. Oh yeah, I'm a fucking red leg. Then when I got back from Mosul, I went to the Springs to
shit.
So was the trip is I thought that they were still fucking mechanized because I was in 277. That was my first unit. So I was going out like, oh, cool, mechanized. I know that Paladin. Wrong. Fucking 119er, chief. Holy shit. I went from the fucking Cadillac to, I mean, basically the most basic artillery piece there is, you know? And I fell in love with that shit. I mean, that's when I really learned artillery because you don't have a fucking computer, you know, telling you, hey, you're out, you know, you're definitely fucking either on your DAP, your collimator, or your poles. God forbid you don't know NFL, you're fucked if you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Like, man, like the whole deal, like being a gunner is an art. It's an art. And I think it's lost these days, like simply because like we have digital, like that. You know what I mean? Like, shit's wild, man.
Bro, I mean, it's funny you say that. Luckily, I left when about 5 years ago. I got out, and we had the GDU, but that shit just stayed inside the Conics. We never used that shit, and so we fired voice. And then when I heard this Alpha 3 coming out, like it's fucking retarded because you're gonna lose all your basic artilleryman skills. I don't give a fuck how many times we trained on degraded operations on the Paladin. It's not the fucking same, bro. You know, you gotta grab your balls and know what the hell you're doing. Know how to read that safety T. It amazed me. It amazed me when I went to fucking school for ALC and SIL, and there were quote unquote chiefs who couldn't read a fucking safety T, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, sir. They were second time goes on that safety test.
Safety. Really? Safety. Oh my goodness.
Dude, it's a trip, bro. But I'll put it to you like this, how retarded I was when I came from the fucking mechanized world. The first time I saw azimuth markers, I was like, what the fuck are those? I had never seen azimuth markers before. You know what I mean? Like, why are they putting 3,200 there and that there? I was completely lost in the fucking sauce, bro. So you mechanized chiefs out there, y'all better get with it, baby. Better learn it. One thing I did notice, though, I don't know if you noticed this thing that you've been on both sides, on mechanized and towed. You ever notice that the chiefs in fucking mechanized are fat?
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that. I have noticed that. Yeah. Because, like, I mean, they're like quote unquote strong, but they're not fast. So, like, the majority of the cats, like let's say like at Fort Campbell, they're lean, they're fast, right? Let's say Fort Hood or Fort Stewart.
Okay.
Like, they are strong and slow.
There's some that are just fucking fat and flabby.
just
I'll keep it real, Smoke. I'll keep it real. Them motherfuckers are fat and flabby. And,
yep. Gotcha.
Oh man. Gotcha. I mean, and, you know, we have had a discussion here about, and let me know what your thoughts are on this. Since we discussed that, you know, over there in at the 100 and Worst world,
oh no,
had a bad experience with those guys in Baghdad. But
of course.
Fucking yeah, the 101st, you know, they're lean, they're fit, you know, they're always humping. Got it. And so what do you think? Well, with this new ACFT that just popped out, right? What are your
Right.
thoughts on that? First of all,
Oh man. I think that as the events go on, it gets more difficult. Like, dude, max out the deadlift, max out the ball throw,
Mhm.
sprint drag carry, awful. Like leg tuck, awful. And then you gotta run 2 miles. Come on, man.
Wow.
Like, come on, dude. Like 6 events, and they are all difficult. Like the ACFT sucks.
Do you see any benefits to it though?
Well, yeah, I think so. I think that every event minus the 2 mile run has its own merit.
Okay.
Like everything else is great, but why are we still incorporating the 2 mile run? Like, why? You know,
Because man, those PT studs, they're the ones that get promoted faster than a motherfucker.
not on the ACFT, not on the ACFT.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've been kicking around this idea, with the fucking with some of the people that come and shoot the shit with me here, and
Right.
it's a MOS specific fucking PT test,
Mm.
or at least to qualify for that MOS, you got to be able to fucking do your job. In other words, I'll give you an example. Um, if you have a 140-pound motherfucker trying to hump rounds while the cat is 100 meters overwatch, how many times is he going to be able to do that versus a motherfucker that's husky, muscular? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that they should make more a MOS specific fucking job PT test to make sure that you're physically fit for your job. Because that 140-pound guy, all he's going to do is basically be a training room bitch.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So, and then for the soft skills, gotcha. All you soft skills, go ahead and do that whatever bullshit y'all do, flutter kicks and whatnot. But combat arms, I think they should keep it more MOS specific. Motherfuckers that can run, motherfuckers that can lift, based on your job. Just a thought. But
100%, I agree.
I think the E4 Mafia, by the way, this is coming out of nowhere. I think the E4 Mafia has infiltrated the big army.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've seen them get rid of the shark attack. I've seen them
yes.
get rid of. Oh, I'm sorry. I've seen them bring nap times, and now
Goodness.
I just fucking read that you don't have to take a PT test for a year. In other words,
if you've that's the whole ordeal, man, and it's laughable. It's laughable because like they're saying, oh, if you've had an APFT within the last year, it's good till 2022.
What the fuck?
Right.
Get this smoke. Did you read about this shit? Basic trainees don't have to pass the PT test anymore.
No. They don't. All they have to do is take an ACFT. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm telling you, the E4 Mafia has infiltrated the upper echelon of the army. They're getting
100%. Jesus.
I mean, goddamn, I get it. We kind of gotta cater to that new motherfucking soldier mentality. But I remember coming up as a Joe. My chief would say, I don't adjust to you, you adjust to me.
Right.
I guess that shit's fucking long gone.
Yeah. Like I told my guys all the time, I don't wait for you. You wait for me, guy. You know what I mean? Like, I will get here when I get here. Like, Jesus.
Dollar bill waiting on a dime. Holy shit. It's just, it trips me out. I mean, you've been in long enough to see changes that have occurred in the military.
Oh, goodness gracious.
What's one of the biggest things that you've seen that has changed within not just in the artillery world, but army wide, that you think has been a big
Right.
fuck up?
Oh man. Man, that's a tough question.
My bad.
No. I mean, like, I think that the whole, like, drill sergeants putting their hands on soldiers, I think, is the biggest change. Because, like, I mean, you respected your drill sergeants, right? Like, when you came in, like, that second, that rocker, you know what I mean? Like, that staff sergeant,
Mhm.
like, you were terrified of any staff sergeant. And, like, nowadays, like, soldiers don't care. They're like, oh, okay. Like, Sergeant First Class walks up to a student and says, "Get the fuck down, guy."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just, just, hey, you're fucked up. Like, I'm gonna rectify this.
Yes.
And they look at you and roll their eyes. And it's just like,
Yeah. No.
bro, I will fuck you up. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, because I was brought up with those cats that served in Desert Storm and Desert Shield, and like, oh my
Different
god,
mentality.
and yeah, and these kids just fuck, man.
It trips me the fuck out because I'm 43 years old. When I joined the army, I was old. I was pretty old already. I was 26, 27 when I joined.
Right,
And
right.
I still remember fucking seeing those round browns coming in, and some of them were younger than me. That didn't make two motherfucking shits of a difference
Nothing.
because they had this demeanor about them where you didn't just respect them at first. You were fucking horrified and scared of them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What the fuck are you looking at, private?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking face.
And you can't say nothing.
Nope. I just like whatever you want me to do, and
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it trips me the fuck out when I started hearing about these cats. Like, you could only smoke them to a certain amount. And I get it, sometimes smoking, you go a little overboard. But as long as you look, it's either smoking or paperwork. I don't feel like doing paperwork on your ass.
Right.
I'm gonna smoke your ass, get right. Depending, I mean, it's gotta fit the crime,
Yeah, of course.
It's got to be also teaching moments for them. You can't just fuck with them. I mean, sometimes we play fuck games, but hey, that's when you're hungover and don't want to do
Well,
it.
I mean, we're NCOs, man. Like, I mean, we gotta, we gotta do that. And I mean, I've asked several soldiers. It's like, hey, man, how do you want to pay for this?
Right.
Blood, sweat, tears, or paperwork?
Mm-hmm.
And some guys say paperwork, and I'm like,
wow,
okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Retarded. That is fucking retarded. My very first smoke that I had, I remember this man clearly. He'll take you behind the fucking Connex, and he'll get you right.
Oh yes, sir.
He will get right. Sir. Take it to the wood line, chief. Get him right.
Well,
and
see, that was the gunny. That was the gunny for me.
Okay.
Like, because my smoke, like, he was super cool. You know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, he had a radio station that played smooth jazz. You know what I mean? Like, he was the fucking man. He knew everything about everything.
Mm-hmm.
But he would just like, hey man, listen to this. And he would tell you doctrine. But my gunny, who is now a first sergeant at the NCO Academy,
right.
Like, that guy, dude, he would take you behind the Connex like in a heartbeat. Like, that guy, oh my goodness. But like, bro, that my first smoke,
man,
cool as a cucumber, baby.
Fuck yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, I mean, he was just doctrine.
and that's now I don't know if that's a failure that's happened since I gotten out, but I'll tell you one thing I did notice personally as I was coming up. The NCOs, the NCO core itself was beginning to collapse because
Oh yes.
the
Oh yes.
NCO core became more of a me instead of we. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, 100%, man. 100%.
So that was one of the biggest things I started noticing. Um, motherfuckers were just looking out for themselves versus let's do this shit together, or how can I help you out? You know what I mean? Now I get it. You're not gonna
Right.
fucking walk another fucking NCO, hold them by the hand, but you're gonna help them, give them the tools. You know what I mean? You at least give them the tools
Yes.
and try to get them right. Now, if they can't get right after that, hey brother, sink or fucking swim. You don't
Yeah.
need the stripes.
Yeah. Right. Right.
It's fucking crazy,
And then,
brother.
oh my goodness, like, holy shit. Like a lot of these NCOs nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
like they will throw you under the bus to get ahead
Yep.
and get those NCOER bullets. They will claim some shit that you did
Of course.
just to fucking get ahead. Like, come on, man. Like when I was at Campbell,
Mm-hmm.
every NCO was trying to throw everyone else under the bus.
Wow.
Dude, it was awful. It was fucking awful.
How do you correct that shit
Like,
though, Smoke?
man, like when I was there at Campbell, I was a young E5,
Mm-hmm.
right? And luckily, my smoke saw through the shit.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like, because my chief at the time, um, he was told to do something by our smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, oh, yeah, I told Sergeant, I told this guy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't, like, so my smoke saw through it. And he was like, oh, you you never told him to do it because I
Fuck,
watched you.
dude.
Like I mean, you got the guidance, went and laid in your cot, and never moved.
And
So
that's so fucked up, man, because that's not the army that we all came to want to join. Like, for example, what made you want to join the army?
oh man. Well, I actually didn't want to join the army. I wanted to join the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Um, but as an artilleryman, my best friend's dad was a major in the field artillery in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
And one night we were all hanging out, we were all drinking, and we asked him, we were like, you ever kill anybody?
Right.
I mean, I was 17 years old. I
Right.
didn't know. Like I was a young guy.
Right.
And then he says, I don't know. And I think that was the most badass answer like you could ever give. Like, so me and my best friend, like we were like all we wanted to do was be a part of the field artillery.
Right.
And just because like, oh my god, like his older sister was named Barbara, like after Saint
Big
Barbara.
Barb. Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, like the field artillery, like I mean, that connected with me, and I always wanted to be a part of it.
Right. Nice. Nice. So then you already had an idea of what you wanted to do when you came in then.
100%.
Okay.
Like I walked in and I said, "Hey man, I want field artillery, 13 Bravo." But the Marine Corps wouldn't take me because my knees are all jacked up.
Okay.
So I was like, "Oh, okay." And I tried to join the Marine Corps in 2004.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 2004. And they wouldn't take me. So I was like, oh, All right.
Yeah.
You know
Similar
what I mean?
story here.
Like it was like, all right, peace out.
Fucking dicks, man. A similar story here.
Mhm.
Similar fucking story. I tried to join the Corps back in '99. I tried to join it, and they told me that I have a GED. So due to having a GED, I need to go to college for one semester to fucking
Right.
to join. And I told them,
Mhm.
I want to be a fucking tanker. That's all I want to fucking do. I want to be in a tank. My brother, he was a Marine Corps tanker during the Gulf War. So I got to hear the cool
Right.
stories of the fucking tank battles that they had out there. You know, it was all mainly tank battles. So, and I got pictures that he sent me of like these dead Iraqis, you know, and I'm like, that's what I want to fucking do. But then they said, nah, you gotta go to college. I said, no, not to be a fucking tanker. They're dats, dumbass tankers. What do I need a fucking some kind of college for? You know?
Right.
But because I had a GED, so I said, fuck them. And then I went my separate ways, and then the war kicked off, thank God. And GEDs all of a sudden were wanted. So I ran
There
with
you
it, man.
go.
I ran with it. Oh man. So, anyways, let's push forward a little bit here.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about the smoke survival guide.
Yeah.
So tell us what was the idea behind that?
Well, originally, like I said, it was Chief's survival guide at one point, and I was just making memes, man. You know, like I was just trying to make people laugh.
Right.
And then whenever I became a gunny, I actually was trying to push out, like doctrine.
Okay.
Like I was just like, hey man, like what's the difference between a emergency mission and a hip shoot? You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I was just trying to push that out. Um, and then I became a smoke, and then obviously it became Smoke Survival Guide instead of Gunny or Chiefs
Right.
Survival Guide. And like, yes, I was still trying to make people laugh, but I was also trying to share doctrine. And I think that's the biggest thing.
So it seems like you were trying to do something in with entertainment, but with a fucking with knowledge value in it as well.
Exactly. Absolutely. Because like, I mean, there's been several instances where people have messaged the page and they'd be like, "Hey man, what do you think about X, Y, and Z?" And then we'll quote doctrine and send it back and be like, "Hey, here it is." Um, and I think here within the last, I'd say 6 months, um, all we've been doing is trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Um, but like, I've been so busy, man. Like, so busy. Like, I want everyone to have a resource
Okay.
for anything related to artillery. Like, I mean, message the page, like ask us, and we're here. We're here.
Which makes sense. I mean, we have enough to deal with already at fucking work. You know, sometimes you just want a fucking comic relief.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a fucking needed value. It's like when we're out in the field, between fire missions or after a long ass day of fire, you just want to just kick back, relax, take your kid off, and just have the dumbest fucking conversations in the goddamn world. And on the
Of
Gunline
course.
because that's the best
Right.
conversations. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
so I mean, yeah, that's fucking awesome. I mean, it's a good place to try to get some references and good networking as well that you can do on there.
Oh, of course. Of course.
That's fucking what's up, man. That's what's up. So damn, that shit hopefully will become tops fucking survival guide.
Hopefully.
I mean,
Hopefully.
unless you're one of those that don't like to be called top. There's
Hey,
plenty of those.
Oh, there's so many. Oh my God.
So Smoke, tell me, do you know where the term smoke came from?
Well, I've heard like different stories, and the the one that I choose, the one that I think
Mm-hmm.
makes the most sense, is that back in the day when we had the Napoleon cannons,
Okay.
and we set them up on the hilltops,
Right.
right? Um, and the highest ranking dude was all the way to the right.
Okay.
Like, let's say this was on a ridge, and you see the smoke before you hear the sound. So the guy all the way to the right was the first one to shoot.
Hmm.
So everybody else, when they saw the smoke, they would yell, "Smoke!" and then they'd shoot.
Okay.
That's what I've heard. That is what I've heard, and that's what I choose to be,
So
the thing.
I made up my own one, many
Mm.
years ago when I was in 1-9. I decided I'm gonna make my own motherfucking a tall tale of where smoke came from. So,
Okay, okay.
because I mean, the very first smoke I had, I asked them, "Hey, smoke, why do we call you smoke?" Because I'm the motherfucker that smoke your ass. Fair enough. Fair
Mm.
enough. Um, but so
Yep, yep, yep.
mine was that in the Civil War time, you know, when the cannons would be firing and they asked where the
Mm.
platoon sergeant was, he would be kind of like what you were saying, towards the back or some shit. And they'll be like, "Oh, it's over there where all the smoke is at," because the smoke would blow. So the smoke would blow towards
Yep,
where he was
yep,
at,
yep.
and that's where he was at. That's smoke, and that's smoke, man. That's what I mean.
Mm.
Somehow or another, that's what I came up with. The Joes, they probably ate it up. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know where it came from. I don't know. I still wonder to this day. I've heard other words where they said that the platoon sergeant would walk around with a cigar and he would be blowing smoke to light the wick. I mean, I've heard all kinds of shit out there, man.
Yeah. He was the only one that could verify a like HC or a Willie Pete smoke round, and
Okay.
it
I
was it
heard
was a
that.
whole thing. Like, I've heard that one, and it's just like, bro, nah, bro. Like, who, what? Like, Chief, come on, man. Like, verify the round, guy. You know?
Oh man, dude, that's just fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. I mean, hey, how in your time on the line, have you had a deal? And this, if you feel comfortable answering this, cool. If you don't.
Sure.
Have you had a deal with females on the line yet?
Yes.
How's that work out?
I was a smoke in a platoon that was one of the first units to get females.
Okay.
So Carson and Hood
Mm-hmm.
were the first to get the females on the line. And my females, dude, they were like Helga style, like butch. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Like, they were actually like, one of them was a power lifter,
holy
believe it or
shit.
not. Yeah. So
So,
like every female that I've had
mm-hmm.
like on the line has been like, I mean, she's a soldier that happens to be female.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
They fit on the
they've
line.
yeah.
It's not a
Like, I
little
mean,
Christmas
that's
girl.
no. I mean, we don't got to tiptoe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they're soldiers,
Okay.
and we treat them as such. Like, that's how it's been in my experience on the line.
Right on. Because I mean, one of my biggest fears was like, fuck, now that we got them on the line, now we can't be fucking talking shit. We can't be talking about how we used to bang bitches all over the fucking hotels, the barracks bunnies, shit like that, And
Oh fuck.
so, I mean, I don't know how that would work with a fucking female on the line. But one thing that pissed me off was I know when I would take a fucking shower out in the field, a shower per se, but
Oh
canteen.
yeah. Yep. Yeah. Understood. Yep.
I'd be
Yep.
butt fucking naked in the goddamn drip pan. And with females out there, are they gonna have to make special modifications for them? We got to fucking make their own tents. You know, how the fuck is that gonna work? You know what I mean? That means that we got extra shit to carry around now. I don't know how it works. I mean, luckily I was out before they came in, but I mean, if we got to pop up another fucking tent for them because they need to be, you know, in their own little area, that just makes more time fucking for March ordering that more shit we got to fucking put away, if that makes sense. But I don't know how it is because I'm not there now. So
Right.
they have their own tents.
No, it's everybody is together.
Okay.
Like, I mean, just because you're a female doesn't mean that you're not a part of the section. So, like, you sleep where everyone else sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I understand that they, like, quote unquote, have to have, what is it? Every 5 days to come in back to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that is, I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
But like the majority of females reject it. They're like, nope.
Okay. That's what's
And
up.
then yeah, I mean, like, I'm telling you, man, like, there are soldiers that just happen to be female. And they've got a stigma to overcome.
Right.
And that's their biggest thing.
I mean, yeah.
Because I've had,
go ahead.
like, I've had several females that would tell me, like, do not score me on the female scale on the APFT.
Then do a proper fucking push-up then, because I see some out there that are
well, and
horrible.
they did. You know, it wasn't like it wasn't a whole thing, man.
Right.
Like, you know, like, you want to fucking be held to the same standard, bet.
Exactly. Like, and that's where I come back to a fucking MOS specific PT test. All right, you want to be fucking artillery? Here's a motherfucking cat. Let's combat load that bitch. That's 95 right. Fucking rounds. Let's do it. You know, I don't want to hear no fucking breaks. Full kit. Let's make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know what you're getting into. Now, I mean,
for sure.
And again, I've seen men break down on that shit too. It's not just female.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of bitch made guys that. There's a lot of bitch made guys that should not be on the fucking gun line. That's for a fucking fact.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Dude, has the Army ever changed its tattoo policy, by the way?
Yeah. Just, it can't be below the wrist. Can't be showing on your t-shirt. Like, you good, man.
Okay, because I remember that was basically the rule was if you're in Class A's you can't wear them. So during my midweek memo that I just did this week on Wednesday, we were talking about tattoos, and this was actually one of my listeners. He suggested we speak on tattoos, so I think that's a good topic we should hit real quick, man.
Right.
Do you think that a tattoo or tattoos detract from the military?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. As a heavily tattooed guy, like, I mean, I have to say that. I think that as long as my tattoos do not show when I am in my ASUs, like, who cares? Like, my tattoos are not above the t-shirt line. They're not on my hands. So who cares?
See,
right? Like, I mean, my DA photo, and they don't even look at DA photos anymore.
Right.
So what does it matter? Like, I mean, come on.
It's funny.
What was it? Sergeant Major of the Army. What was his name? Fuck.
You got me on that one.
When he was like, you have 6 months to remove all your tattoos from the elbow down. Who was that? You remember that?
I can't. I it sounds familiar, but I left in 2000.
Chandler.
Oh,
Sergeant Major Chandler, dude. Like,
wasn't he the
come
one that got
on,
rid of the
man.
berets too?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, dude. Yes. Yes. That
So
he
like,
was the one that said no tattoos bigger than your palm or your hand, right?
yes, because that's what the Marine Corps does.
Uh
But like, bro, like you're gonna tell me that a tattoo below your elbow like makes you unprofessional? Like, come on, man. We're professional killers.
thank you. Fucking thank you for saying that. Cause that's exactly I'm a big fucking big advocate for motherfuckers with tattoos that are all sleeved up and fucking on their face and all that. Those are the motherfuckers we need on the front lines.
Damn right.
They're the ones that don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, hey, tattoos in the military go hand in hand like a fucking private and a goddamn pregnant stripper that says it's his baby. They go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good. That's great. That's great.
they go perfect next to each other, man. But I'll tell you
Yes.
what okay, so I like tattoos. I like the whole cultural aspect of them. I like the whole meaning behind them. And
Right.
again, I talked about this during the midweek memo. Sorry, I'm bringing this back up, y'all. But
Go for it.
so check this out. I can't stand when somebody has a tattoo of, let's say, a fucking cupcake. Like, okay, why do you have a cupcake? You know, I get it, you know, self-expression or whatnot, art, but a fucking cupcake. Now, if that cupcake has some meaning to this person that maybe they like to bake or some shit with their kids, got it. But at least put Satan sitting on that motherfucker or put some skulls.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Make that shit look good. I'm just saying.
Man, so what's your favorite tattoo that you have?
Oh shit. My favorite one so far is
Oh, there we go.
I got this.
Bruh, stop the madness.
And then of course I'm working on my belly right now. So I got this here.
Okay.
So that's gonna be that's more like a homage to my background. Since I'm Latino, which I hate that fucking word, but basically I'm the Spaniards and the Indians, you know, I'm Hispanic. So I got the conquistador here on this side, and on the other side I'm gonna put a Mayan fucking skull with the headdress.
Wow.
To kind of link both of them together as my hair.
Very cool.
You know what
Very
I'm saying?
cool, man.
So,
Very cool.
I put a little bit of meaning and thought into my tats.
Right. Because it's funny because I also have a eagle with a American flag across my chest.
Yes, sir.
With a couple roses. So
fucking twin.
I mean, hey, yeah, right on. But man, the chest hurts so bad.
Holy shit. I thought you know what? As I've gotten older too, I've noticed I became more bitch made with tattoos because so this is actually a cover up of a cover up, okay? Because prior to joining the army, I lived a different lifestyle. And unfortunately, due to that lifestyle, I had tattoos, and the army didn't accept that kind of tattoo. So I had to cover it, and I covered it with an eyeball with wings. It looked like a fucking bow tie to me, okay? So after many years, I finally decided I got to find something to cover it, but nobody wanted to take on the task until I found my tattoo artist over here. He's like, fuck yeah, I can cover that up. I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, let's do this. Brother, I wish I would have known about uber numbness before I went to get my chest done. And if you don't know what uber numbing cream is, I fucking 100% back this shit up. That shit numb me up for the rest of my tattoo, bro. It only lasts for about an hour, but for that hour, I felt nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know how delicate that shit is.
Dude, I've never had a numbing cream at all.
I have. I bitched out. Bro, when he started the fucking chess piece, I think I was about maybe 15 minutes in. I was ready to tap out. That shit was fucking horrible. But he's also heavy-handed, bro. You know that
Oh,
makes a fucking difference. Whew.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So I mean, but again, everybody has their own tattoos, what they like or whatnot.
Right.
But I just think that there
Right.
should be some kind of a meaning. Put some depth into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Don't just
course.
like the tribal band. Are you serious? Who's still got a tribal armband or a barbed wire armband?
The barbed wire, yeah.
You know, and it's not like it's something that just happened. I mean, people have been getting faddish tattoos for a long time.
Yeah.
The broads would
Yeah.
get it on their titty, the back of the neck. And then the original fucking tramp stamp was the one on the ankle. They always got some kind
Yep.
of flower or
Like
butterfly on their ankle.
butterfly. Yeah. Yep.
It's a fucking trip, man. But it's just a trip to me. Tattoos are painful. Oh, that's my favorite one. Is it gonna hurt? Are you serious? You're
Yeah, it's a tattoo. Of course it's gonna hurt, bro. Like, and the people that are like, oh no, it doesn't hurt. Like, get out. Like, tattoos hurt, man. Like, come on. Like, my armpit, like, holy shit. Like, dude, like, I was laying there and I was like, man. Like, shit. That was the most pain I felt in a while.
Ooh.
Like, the armpit sucks, dude.
This one right here, bro. So this one, it barely got it didn't even get to the armpit. It was just around this area right here.
Oh yeah. And,
I was in, and for those that are listening to the audio, I'm pointing at like the little upper area of the armpit by the shoulder where it connects, by where the pussy hair is. Anyways, so fucking right there, dude. I was almost in fucking tears because it's just the pain that it's like, I can't describe the fucking pain, bro.
Yep.
I can't describe it.
Yep. And I think the worst was my sternum. Like, oh my God. So I was talking to a sergeant major when I was getting tattooed, and like it was just he and I, my tattoo artist, out at 13 Daggers Tattoo in Clarksville, Tennessee. Go see him, Wolfie, great guy. So he was tattooing my chest, and he started hitting the sternum. And I told that sergeant major, like, who actually was my fob mayor in Afghanistan. I was just like, bro, I can't. Like, you gotta go away. Like, I can't keep talking to you. Like, I gotta take this shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, bro, like, stop.
Bro,
like, I mean, that was the worst pain, like, ever in the sternum. Like, holy shit.
That's like in this area right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck that.
Right in the center. Dude, oh my God. That was the worst.
So from here on out, Smoke, I'm telling you, try Uber Numb. That shit, put it on about an hour before you go get tatted up, and you'll be fucking sitting like nothing. Nothing.
Bet.
But once that shit fucking goes away, oh, you're gonna feel every motherfucking needle prick. But hey, fuck it. Like I said,
like I had a pretty serious head injury like a while ago. So my left side of my body is like almost numb.
Oh shit.
Like all the time. So it's like it's cheating. I think.
Shit.
So like the left side of my body, man, heavily tattooed.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like I don't feel shit.
Hey,
like,
what's the phrase we have? What's the phrase we have in the artillery, Smoke? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Shit.
That's a fact.
So
that is a fact.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you now. Damn, I mean, we've been going at this for probably about an hour now. I can't even fucking tell. But let me ask you, towed or mechanized, what do you enjoy most?
Ooh, oh man. As a smoke or as a chief?
Let's go with chief.
As a chief, ooh, my. I think Toad is like it's the most fun
Yeah.
because like you're involved and you're hopping and popping, so we say.
Yeah.
Um, but like as a chief on the mechanized world, like dude, like I mean, what you hit load, lay low? Like I mean, come on, man.
How fucked up is the mechanized world where your fucking gunner is verifying you on your safety too?
Oh, there we go. There we
You know,
go.
how fucked up is it that you read back the data, to make sure your lay light actual within tolerance and all that bullshit, and your
Mm-hmm.
gunner tells you verified. Bitch,
Yes.
it's my fucking rank going through that
It's
fucking tube.
yes. That's my fucking rank attached to this round.
Yep.
Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. Bro, it's fucking retarded. Don't get me wrong, the Cadillac is great. It's a great tool, but I'll take the
If you're
119
using it right. If
Mm-hmm.
you're using it right.
Like, for example, a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to joystick on the goddamn gun. Joystick
Yeah.
the fuck
Oh, here
down,
we go. Yep. Yep.
I
That's
would
the whole
joystick
thing, man.
because fucking, but at the same time, that comes from higher though, because higher won't let them do that shit.
Right.
Higher won't let them fucking fire joystick and or degrade it. So I mean, we're supposed to train as we fight, but hey, you know what? Comms go down all the fucking time. Digital goes down all the fucking time.
Yep.
So
I had to get a memo signed by Sergeant Major Parsons. He was the Duvarty Sergeant Major at Fort Hood.
okay.
I told him, I was just like, hey, I want to do a table 6 degraded. And he looked at me like a kid in a candy store. He was like, you want to do what? And I was like, yeah, you heard me. And then he was just like, bet, like, let's sign this memo. Let's do this.
Fucking
So like I went out and I laid the guns with my circles, and one of my guns just didn't understand it. So like no shit, dude. Like I had my water jug in my hand. It was a like an aluminum water jug.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, number 2, adjust aiming point this instrument. And then like he kept like saying number 2, aiming point identified. And he kept saying it like over and over and over.
Right.
And I fucking threw that water bottle. Like, because I was so mad. I was just like, aiming point identified. Yeah. What's next? You know what I mean? So like I threw that water bottle.
No deflection,
threw it.
Nothing, right?
Oh my God.
Dude, that was one of the fucking coolest things I remember seeing out in the field when we would do like fucking night occupations and you're fucking looking for the goddamn, platoon adjustment point this instrument. And then you have the relays in between. And like your fucking relay guy is shouting back to you, and it's like,
yep,
gun 1, aim point identified, deflection, blah 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 blah. Oh my God, dude, I'm getting pumped up just thinking about. I'm getting a motivational hard on right now,
right?
Especially at nighttime because we're putting the fucking flashlight in.
Yes,
and you're looking
for light. Because I always used a chem light and just stuck it in the, and be like, hey, mark sight. You know what I mean? Like,
dude. Oh fuck. So let me ask you: are they still using the Glips?
No. Well, I mean, technically, I have a Glips, but I don't use it.
Fuck that. It would be a lost art learning fucking how to lay by grid. More shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, Great Azimuth. Yeah.
Or I'm sorry,
But
Adulu and Tifululu and all that bullshit.
Jesus. But no, they're trying to fucking give us the iPad's G, which is just fucking awful, man. The iPad's G is a piece of shit. And when what's his name? Sergeant Major Parsons took over as the Red Leg 7.
Okay.
Like he pushed it. And it's awful.
God.
It is awful.
Artillery is becoming a lost art, man.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
A lot was due to the fucking because of the war, and there was no need for cannons. So a motherfucker that actually got to do their job out in country, fucking kudos. That's fucking badass. But a lot of us were fucking also just doing patrols. You know what I'm saying? So it became a lost form, but we were able to pick it back up. And now it seems like they're trying to go to this digital fucking age. And look what happened to that one chick that got fucking lost. Couldn't read a goddamn plugger back in the day. Couldn't, or couldn't read a map, and they fucking got lost. What was her name?
Shit. I read her story today.
No shit.
Actually, god damn. Fuck, what was her name?
Jessica Lynch.
There it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Holy shit.
But it trips me the fuck out. I mean, dude, you had to know how to. Okay, check this out. My last fucking one, and I'll fucking quit ranting and bitching. Okay, there was PLDC, which turned into WLC, which is when I went into WLC, and it was like I want to say it was a month, and I want to say that we had land nav, marching, how to perform classes, shit like that, right? I mean, you had to be in class for this, And now my understanding is it's a 2-week course online.
Well, really?
Because of the COVID.
Oh no.
So I mean, but how are you gonna do land nav on fucking
online? On Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had to learn how to plot fucking maps. You had to learn how to call for fire. All that good shit. Battle drill 1 alpha. How am I gonna? Because you're learning to be a fucking leader, right?
Right.
Do they still have sergeant's times training?
Well, I mean, I'm in trade up, so.
Oh yeah. True. I mean, but
Yeah,
hey, you know what? Whenever you get back to the line, bring back the old school shit, Smoke. Bring that shit back. Put the hammer down with doctrine.
Oh, I want to. So like, yeah, I'm going back to Fort Carson within the next couple months, and like I've already talked to the Devarty Sergeant Major, and he's invited me out to, come have a cup of coffee with him.
Okay.
And I'm pretty excited about that. Like, dude, like the unit I'm going to is apparently the worst unit at that installation.
Really?
So, I mean, like, yeah, I'm exasperated. Yeah, I'm, like looking at it like, holy God, like I got so much work cut out for me.
Right.
But whatever unit that I'm in will be the best unit that I've ever been a part of.
There you go.
If that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Because one thing I've always learned, and after so many PCSs, I'm sure you remember this too. There's no worse unit than your current unit. There's no better unit than your last unit. And
exactly.
So I mean, one thing, you gotta adapt. You make it what it is, and you be in that leadership position. So long as, and I hate to say this, not that I hate officers, but so long as the officers don't tie your hands behind your back and it's not an officer-led unit where NCOs are actually the fucking backbone and do our training like we're supposed to, it should be squared the fuck away.
Right. And like if an officer ever tells me that they're gonna take control of of my platoon, like get the fuck out. Like, sir, you may be signed for this platoon, but I'd run it.
Exactly.
Like, I mean that's it. That's it. I mean, like, come on, man. Like my last PL, like we were best friends,
Mhm.
like, and it was a female officer, and she got it,
She
like
got it.
she was like,
Oh, got it.
yep, this is your platoon. I'm signed for it. Like,
Oh,
yeah, do
I
what
thought
you
you meant
do.
that she got it. Got it.
Oh no.
Sorry.
She was the best man at my wedding,
Oh, word.
believe it or not. Yeah.
I had a female PL when I was getting ready to leave. Her pop was actually the commander in what is the old army, the third, the
Oh,
motherfucker.
third army,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
them motherfuckers. He was actually the commander there. He's a big guy now. I think he made one
Yeah.
star. But anyways,
Wow.
but she was cool as fuck. I was a little
Mhm.
hesitant because females on the gun line. I'm
Right.
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still against it. And it's mainly because here's my reason behind it. Smoke.
Mhm.
Men and women want to fuck each other.
Of
No,
course.
no
Yep.
matter what.
Yep. I
And
see it. Yeah.
somebody's gonna get knocked up, or somebody's gonna get hurt feelings because somebody's not reciprocating the same fucking affection, which is gonna cause issues within the unit itself. I get it. We're supposed to be a professional unit, and we're supposed to leave all that aside, but it's science. You
Yeah.
can't.
No. I mean, I feel where you're coming from.
Yep.
But like, as professional soldiers,
Mm-hmm.
we have to look at each other as brothers and sisters in arms.
There's a lot of incest going on in
Like,
the army.
oh my god, oh my god, yeah. You're right. But like at the same time, like we have to, like, oh, man, the Taliban is gonna kill you or me regardless of gender.
Oh yeah, but
You know
they're
what I
not
mean?
gonna
So
rape
like,
me.
well, and that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a soldier is gonna rape somebody, like they're just a piece of shit.
Oh no, I don't mean soldier wise. I mean the Taliban. Like for example, they
No,
take me
well,
POW and they take a female POW. They're gonna work her over, except if it's Man Left Thursday, and they'll probably work me over. But I
oh
mean,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right. But I mean, I'm talking about
Within
like,
garrison.
yeah. In garrison, like if somebody's gonna, claim, hey, Sergeant so and so raped me,
Yeah.
like, I mean, that sergeant, like, he's a piece of shit. I want him out of the army because he can't look at a soldier
Mm-hmm.
as a soldier and not a female soldier.
But let me ask you on the flip side of that, what if the allegations are not true?
Well,
You know
and
what's fucked up in
I've
the army?
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Mhm.
The false allegations, and I think that if you're gonna make a false allegation, it should be the reverse of if it was true,
Right.
right? So like if that cat like actually raped her, he would go to Fort Leavenworth
Mm-hmm.
and then spend the rest of his career there.
Mm-hmm.
But like if this person is going to say, "Oh, he raped me," and it's not true, they should also go to Leavenworth for the same amount of time.
I agree.
Like, I mean, false allegations are false allegations.
I mean,
Like, why would you do that?
And not to fucking, I don't want to end this on a sour note, but here's one thing. When does, a night of fucking and then regret turn into fucking, sexual misconduct or harassment or assault? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God, here we go. And that's a problem because like I was a sharp representative
Oh,
for a battalion for a long time.
I was the EO
And
for battalion.
there you go. There you go. But like at the end of the day, like, oh man, that's such a difficult question.
Exactly. And I think that's a good place to leave that one. Maybe we'll think about it and let it marinate. And maybe if you come back on the gun line again, we could catch it back up.
For sure. For
All
sure.
right. Hey man, I really have enjoyed having you here. I'm hearing my wife already getting ready to start screaming at me because the fucking food is ready. And
Same, dude.
it
Same.
it really has been a fucking pleasure having you on here, man. Been fucking awesome. And tell everybody where they can find your social media at.
Well, Smoke Survival Guide, man. Look us up on Facebook. Look us up on Instagram. We've got a couple podcasts out there on Spotify and what is that? Stitcher, I guess. But we're around. We're around. Just look up Smoke Survival Guide and come follow.
Hell yeah. Especially if you're a fucking artilleryman, past, present, or possibly future. If you ain't following Smoke Survival Guide, you're wrong. You are fucking wrong. Right there, you got some of the most dankest fucking memes that are on point. And then they had a war going on with Red Leg Effects. That was fucking pretty funny. I was dying with y'all going back and forth. That shit was funny as hell. But before
Oh,
we
man.
before we dip out, you got any shout outs you want to give before we dip?
Um, Shout outs. Well, I think Red Leg Effects, man. Like we were given the beef for a while, and those cats, man, like their founder, I guess, hit me up on Facebook and like, man, they're great people.
Right.
So just look out for Red Leg Effects. They're up and coming. They're gonna be fucking awesome. Not only that, I think if anyone is out there around Austin, check out Pecan Street Brewery. They're awesome. Like, go on in there, tell them Smokeman sent you, and maybe get a free pint.
Hell yeah. Right on. You said it's Pecan Street Brewery?
Pecan Street Brewery, yeah.
Right on. Pecan Street Brewery. Make sure y'all go check it out if you're in the Austin area. And with that said, I do want to give a couple of plugs out. I want to give a big shout out to GI Vandals. GI Vandals is your one-stop shop for your military satire attire. This motherfucker makes some funny ass fucking shirts. Some of them are cleverish. Some of them are like, like the Rick and Morty type shit. You got to think about it to understand it. And but yeah, dude, givandals.com. Go check out his fucking merch. And also Under the Net podcast. That's the brother podcast to this podcast. And his is more along the lines of being more serious than shooting the shit. His guy has more like people's lives and learning lessons and teaching moments and shit like that. Mine, I just more or less give rants and uninformed opinions. So either way, they mesh well together. So make sure y'all go check that one out as well. With that said, again, Smokeman, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys go check out onthegunline.com. You'll find a motherfucking website there, and they'll have the link to the podcast, the YouTube, the Twitter, the IG, and to the merch. It's a Teespring on the gun line. I made 2 brand new shirts. They're fucking badass. Go get them. It's an HE Willie P. That's right. Shake and bake, motherfuckers. Anything else, Smoke, before we call this out?
No, man, you good. Thank all y'all for listening and tuning in. Thank y'all. I'm sorry I'm kind of on the meds. So, thank y'all on the gun line, brother. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, man.
I really hope that we can all have another round.
Fucking A, we will have another shoot the shit, and hopefully you won't have the Rona on you, because it sounds like you got that Rona.
The Roni, yeah. Oh man, I've already drank like an entire bottle of Dayquil. Like I mean, like I'm out there.
That's where you're fucking up. You need a hot toddy. You know what a hot toddy is?
No, I don't.
Holy shit. A hot toddy. Basically, it's a shot of whiskey. All right. With honey and a motherfucking lime in it. Or lime juice. And you take that shit down, fucking cures everything.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've been told. I mean, I think it just gets you fucked up, but hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because like the what's that shit called? The it's a powder. You put it in hot water, and then you
Theraflu?
Slam it. Theraflu. Yeah. That's
it. Or the vitamin C.
Theraflu.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
None of that shit works, man.
I took Theraflu, and then I slammed a bunch of Dayquil, and like, dude, like on top of all the like antidepressants and everything that I'm on, like holy shit, bro.
This motherfucker's
rough. Shit's rough.
Right on. Let's close this shit out here, Smoke. Y'all have a good one out there. Love, peace, air grease. Rounds complete. And the mission. Gunline out. Bye, motherfuckers.